Hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of the Stringer's Notebook. I'm your host, Joel Huerto, editor and publisher of OneManFastBreak.net. Before I dive into my notebook, please hit like, subscribe, and comment. Opinions always matters around here. Appreciate the feedback. So let's dive into my notebook. The 2025 NBA playoffs have been nothing short of spectacular. We've seen some incredible basketball in the past month. The narrative around the league from many TV pundits saying that the game is boring. You have All-Star Weekend was a joke. The teams were taking too many three-point shots. The ratings were tanking. All of that is gone. The ratings are actually up by around 6%. And the amount of three-point shots are not the dominant storyline of this postseason. It's been amazing drama across the board. The game is in good shape. All these things that need improving, sure. You got things that can be improved. But overall, the game is healthy, doing well. Just in time for the new TV deal to kick in next season with NBC and Peacock joining ABC and ESPN. So basketball the business is booming. And right now it's fun to be a basketball fan. So there are 4 seismic events that happen within a roughly 48-hour period in the past week. It's shaking up the landscape of the league. The first one came on May 12th, morning of May 12th, when ESPN's Shams Charania reported that Milwaukee Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo is open to the possibility of exploring playing elsewhere. This is stunning because it's Giannis. He's extremely loyal. He's not the type of guy who would bolt. He's not a superstar who is interested in joining super teams. So 29 other teams need to have their antennas up and make sure that they check this Giannis box before they make a move. And this move was made possible because Tyrese Haliburton sent Giannis home in the first round. Tyrese Haliburton and the Indiana Pacers are responsible for 2 of the 4 seismic events that happened in this 48-hour period. Haliburton has been amazing in the playoffs. He's a man on a mission right now. He's tired of this overrated label that was put on him. The report, going back, rewinding a little bit, Haliburton was voted by this anonymous panel of players, of his peers, saying he's the most overrated player in the league. And you can tell it's bothering him. And he's taking it out on the league, and he's highly motivated, and he's on a mission. So that's seismic move 1. The second big move came hours later when the Dallas Mavericks, the franchise that's been reeling from the Luka Doncic trade for the past few months, they landed the number 1 pick in the NBA lottery. And the prize this year is Cooper Flag. And I'll talk about a dramatic change in fortune for Nico Harrison and the Dallas Mavericks. Nico Harrison, I'll use a Vegas analogy here. He was down to his last $2 and he put money down and he rolled the dice and he won big. And there were some conspiracy theories saying that the lottery is rigged. It's not. Blame the ping pong balls. If you want to blame something, blame the ping pong balls. Ping pong balls were the reason. So now the Mavericks defied the odds. They had a 1.8% chance of winning the lottery, and they pulled off a miracle. So now there was chatter the Mavs were considering trading the pick because of the Giannis. Again, the Giannis news that happened in the morning. You have to consider that option. But immediately, Mavs CEO Rick Welts crushed those rumors. He said, we are not trading the pick. We're keeping the pick and get ready for Cooper Flag. So the third seismic event that happened roughly about 3 hours later was Jason Tatum going down in a playoff game at Madison Square Garden. Truly unfortunate event for Tatum and the Celtics. It not only impacts Tatum, it impacts the entire Boston Celtics franchise. It changes their whole trajectory. Now, I'm not sure why it took almost a whole day for the Celtics to confirm that it was an Achilles tear. I had an Achilles tear. I know what it looks like. I know the long, arduous journey that it takes to come back from that injury. When I had my Achilles, when I tore it, I thought, someone kicked me in the back of my heel. And when Tatum grabbed the back of his heel, I immediately said, oh yeah, he tore his Achilles. I don't need to know anything more. That is the way he reacted and where he was grabbing that foot. It was definitely an Achilles tear. Now, I didn't require a wheelchair to get off the court. When I tore my Achilles, I even tried to come back in the game, and then I couldn't put any weight on my foot. And I realized now this is serious. But I drove myself home and even went to work the following day and went to the hospital 2 days later. And it was a quick turnaround. The decision to have surgery wasn't very difficult. The options were either you rehab it and hopefully it heals itself, which chances are very small, or you can have surgery, and that's what I did. And that's exactly what Tatum did, which is smart because now he accelerates his timeline. Now for me, the Achilles journey of recovery was about 9 months. It's a long process. But modern medicine and the process has now gotten better over the years. And that is good for Tatum. Because when I had mine, I was in a cast for 3 months and then a walking boot for another 3 months. So 6 months my leg was immobilized. I tore my left Achilles. That was my jumping foot. Tatum tore his right Achilles, which is similar to KD's right Achilles tear. So there, he can use KD as kind of like a measuring stick. He uses his left leg as his main jumping leg. He's right-handed, so naturally right-handers take off with their left foot. And KD came back from Achilles. He's right now the anomaly of Achilles recoveries, because usually this is the most devastating injury an athlete can have, and the chances of recovery, full recovery, are pretty slim. Tatum might come back as an all-star. It's going to be really tough for him to come back as an all-NBA player, the old Jason Tatum. So good luck to him. Hopefully the recovery, the rehab, coming back from it. He's also going to use a lot of his support, and he'll have the best medical team to help him out with this. So he'll be back, but it'll be long and painful. And it changes the entire Celtics roster, because now this team is no longer a championship team. They will be a different team. So that is a seismic shift there. Now, the fourth one happened almost 24 hours later. When again, Tyrese Haliburton, giant slayer, took down Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers in 5 games. The Cavs couldn't even win a home game. Haliburton and the Pacers won in 5. And he is back in the conference finals. So the Cavs, winner of 15 straight games to start the season, finished the regular season with 64 wins. Cleveland, this is for you. The Cavs are not going back to the NBA Finals. They haven't been back since the LeBron era. And I'm afraid to say, I don't think they can return to the finals with Donovan Mitchell leading the charge. Utah fans are all too familiar with this result because they've had Donovan Mitchell for the first part of his career. Spider Mitchell has never reached the conference finals. He averaged 34 points in the Pacers series. Stats look good. His scoring stats always look good for Donovan Mitchell. But the stats don't win you championships. Donovan Mitchell keeps coming up short in the postseason. It's becoming a trend. Stars are made in the regular season, but legends are born in the playoffs.